This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by Dolby, GoDaddy.com, Netflix,
and Space Cake. Travel to distant galaxies the way astronauts do. And Hippie Clay.
Welcome to Diggnation.
also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation episode number 174. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, dig.com. That's right, digg.com. Happy Halloween, bitches!
Happy Halloween! And sadly, this is all we could do for outfits.
Well, I travel.
You did bring an amazing, breathtaking
I brought an outfit, but then Kevin was like, I'm going to wear a pimp hat. And I was like, well, but...
It's not... Glenn gave me the pimp hat for what it's worth.
First off, these are Hippie Glenn hats.
They're hippie Glenn hats.
If you want to know what Hippie Glenn rocks on a Saturday night, these hats.
Yes.
I could just totally see him like
Where did you get this
hat, like reading books.
Where'd you get this one?
No, that's Prager's.
Oh, that's Prager's.
Oh, no, that visual just got weird.
Yes.
Because Prager showed up.
You don't know what he's going to do with this hat. All right,
we're very excited. Well, we're actually not very excited because this is the lovely end of the Michelob giving us beer, which is really disappointing because all of their beers have been stellar so far, and to the point, now we're actually going to be drinking our favorite of the Michelob craft collection.
Yeah, so over the past several episodes, we've been drinking all these beers from the sampler pack. And we remember we talked about the sampler pack before where you got to follow along with us, drink the beers, and they have this little guide in there that shows you how hoppy they are, how much color they have,
how much body,
what type of
like
body
this,
they have.
or like, you know what I'm saying?
So we've had, just to recap, we have the Amber Bock, the Marzen, the Irish Red, the Porter, and the Pale Ale.
Correctamundo.
And of course we went to the Michelob Brewing tour.
We went to the Toury, which is amazing. We had a tour of the brewery, which is awesome. I have selected for my best in show as the Amber Bock. Amber Bock, which is actually, it's really quite smooth for a dark lager. It's a dark lager. I assumed it would be really thick and heavy and bitter. None of that stuff's true. So, and you chose...
I went with the Marzen, seeing as how I just went to Oktoberfest recently. This
Come to Papa.
brings me back to the good old times.
Amber Bocca.
And it's important to drink it in the actual official glasses because it's funny, when you travel around the world, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to different countries and things like that, they always have different types of serving glasses with different types of beers.
The perfect pour.
And you want to make sure you get a certain amount of oxygen, a certain amount of head on there.
There you go. Look at that.
And those are the cheers, my friend.
I think that the guys at Michelob are going to be very impressed by that pour. I'm going to say right now, did very well.
That is very good. I'm a fan of the Marzen. That is my favorite.
Oh man!
Here, try this one. Just
let's switch out because this is sweet and amazing. This looks like a peanut.
You know what we can do too? We can have a poll on the site where both our audience.
Yep, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Brad, let's do a poll on the site.
Yep.
We just decided that right here.
That's how limber we are as a show.
So we'll put all the different beers up on the site, diggnation.com, and vote on your favorite ones.
You know what I'm going to say? This tastes a lot like this, but somehow I feel like this has more sweet.
Yeah, it is a little bit more sweet, but Marzen's still my favorite.
Oh, man, that Amber Bock is good.
All right.
Well, let's get into the show, shall we?
We should start off real quick with something we want to talk about. Happened a few days ago. Monday. With some shows getting canceled at Revision 3.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the stuff that went down on Revision 3 on Monday. You know, look, this is all stuff that happens. A lot of companies go through this process, which is, you know, when especially economic stuff like this happens, you got to pare down, and you know, it's tough and nobody likes it, but it's what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it comes down to this. Revision 3 is in a very good position in that our shows are growing month over month. We have a lot of cash in the bank. We're doing well as a company. But when advertisers start cutting back on their spending, it reflects and it hurts everyone in the marketplace, and we're not exempt to that. So we just want to make sure that we can continue to develop and create these programs for you for a long time going forward. So it's kind of something that unfortunately a lot of our good friends, or a few of our good friends, we're no longer going to be working with.
Yeah, and one thing we should point out as fans of Diggnation, that Hippie Glenn is and shall always be behind the camera. I say shall always be, but whatever. I may not be always sitting in front of the camera, but in the foreseeable future,
He's
Hippie
there.
Glenn is there.
Someone created a website like Save Hippie Glenn.
I think it was SaveHippie.com, something like that. Yeah. He doesn't need saving.
No, he's here with us.
He's
but,
cool.
It's just to let you know, we're going to try and get those guys back in to make appearances on different shows and stuff like that. So we're still very much a tight family.
Definitely.
And so yeah, that's pretty much all of it. If you want to find out more at the blog at blog.revision3.com, see which shows.
Jim wrote a good post about it.
Jim Lauterbach, the CEO of Revision 3. It's his fault. Blame him for all of this. Just kidding.
Subtle.
Sorry. So moving on.
Well, before we moving on, what up with this nice new laptop, Brohim?
Well, first of all, someone's gonna be like, "So you should have kept an employee instead of buying a new laptop." This is a Dig separate company.
This is actually Hippie Glenn's retirement fund right here, right?
Pretty much. This is the new MacBook Pro. It is beautiful, all cut out of one piece of solid aluminum or aluminium.
Aluminium when we were in Europe.
Goodness. It is, you know what? It's thinner.
Yeah.
It has no more click button.
Oh, how is that, by the way?
There's no click there.
Because I actually wanted it to go in the other direction. I always thought there aren't enough click buttons, and now they've taken the more away.
Well, let's just say this. Watch this.
I'm excited.
Okay, I'm going, doing anything I want.
Okay, use your mouse.
Moving my mouse around.
Okay.
I want to click. Let's just say I click here. Boom, clicked.
No, it
Now,
didn't.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Here, watch.
Click something.
Click. Look.
Okay. How do I do
Click.
it? Okay, do a right click.
Right click? Well, let's just go over here to the right. Right click.
Wait, what? Hold on, let me try this. Oh, okay. Big button.
Oh, you gotta like it.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now watch this.
Oh!
Hold on.
That's actually really
take
nice.
4 fingers, put all 4 fingers down, and drag them across.
Oh, the bear claw.
The bear claw. Not that way, dude. Not that way. Straight down. Like a bear attacking.
Bear claw.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, windows back up.
Bear
Now, back up. Up now. Up from the bottom.
Bear claw. Ooh. Bear claw.
You like that?
I like the bear claw.
It moves the windows out.
You don't get to see, Glenn.
Here. I'll show. Okay.
Wait, I want to do it though.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready? You have to show this too, though, Glenn.
Yeah.
Okay, bear
good.
claw.
Bear claw. Out. Up. Now up again.
Wait,
Nope,
wasn't
7.
enough.
Nope. Say.
Huh?
Bear claw.
Now wait a minute. I think you can do like, beep. Yeah.
Yeah, from switching applications.
What the fuck?
Now you're just
Sorry.
messing with me.
Yee, that was good. I have to say, the click, very, very good.
You like that?
Very good. A bit surprisingly good. Yeah.
Looks like someone might eventually switch.
No, not that good.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, MacBook Pro.
So,
Very happy.
continue on.
So that's it.
No, first story.
Oh, first story.
Continue on.
Okay.
So that's it. Thanks for watching the show.
No.
Really, it's just news day today. Okay.
I have a great first story. First story of the day with 2,552 digs submitted by Pacific Chef. U.S. fighter pilot ordered to shoot down UFO.
Ooh.
2,552 people dug this story submitted by Pacific Chef, and I just said that twice.
All right.
A fighter pilot breaks
Getting a lot of
30
plugs.
years of silence about an incident over the UK involving an object on the radar appeared as a flying aircraft carrier. So here's the deal. This is unique in that it's not just the pilot saying this. There were documents that were released finally.
Right, from the UK, there was that whole big.
The English people released,
British?
Yes, the British people released a document that had a little bits of this blacked out, but basically confirms that there was like 5 jets launched or something like that. Okay, one pilot, he was seconds away. He had locked on 24 rockets to the object.
Now he said that it was really easy to get a lock because of
It was so big.
the bigger the thing is, the easier it is to lock on. And he said that on the radar, it was coming across as if it was an aircraft carrier
Right.
in the air.
And it was moving it erratically.
And then he said it went from like mediocre speeds. He was just about to fire his 24 missiles at it.
Disappeared.
Well, it rose up and went 7,765 miles per hour, like that.
Yes.
Bing.
And it was just gone. And then they said that the next day, an unnamed man who looked like a, quote, well-dressed IBM salesman sat him down and said he threatened if he did a breach of national security, he couldn't talk about it to anyone. I don't know. It's kind of like whenever I think about UFOs and aliens, you always think like, okay, they're going to be the same size as us.
Sure.
You hope, like, you know, they get off the craft and they're like
or
human
smaller.
size.
Anything other than my size or smaller is going to be bad.
They get off.
If
and
they
they're
were like 25 feet tall and they were like, hey, I'd be like,
you're just
"Damn
like,
it. What can I do?
Right. So, I mean, when it's the size of an aircraft carrier, that kind of leads me to believe that this might be a real, true story. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's not the same old gray-skinned alien, you know, small, thin disc. It's like, no, this was an aircraft carrier that appeared out of the middle of nowhere.
Well, let's be scientific
I'm
about
thinking
this.
it's Borg-like.
It could theoretically have been some sort of, you know, wind anomaly that picked up an aircraft carrier for a second. There have been some strong winds. I've been into some strong winds where I was like, woof, I'm glad I'm not an aircraft carrier. I could be in the air for a little bit, and then all of a sudden 7,600 miles an hour in one direction.
They're saying, though, here's what they were saying. They think that the only other explanation was that there was
Bigfoot?
supposedly a top secret experiment going on during this time that was to make fake objects appear on Soviet radar defenses. So there's saying that it might have been
Oh,
this,
all right.
like, I don't
radar,
buy
a
that,
big
though.
fake radar thing.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Look, do you think that the aliens exist?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
I think that, like, you know, to rule them out would be foolish.
What? Oh, to rule them out. I
Am I
thought you said to
slurring because I
rule
have-
the mount. And I was like, you mean like be on top of Earth and be like, F you guys, we're ruling this mount here.
I have my little mouth.
No, I know you mean. Now I get what you mean. To rule them out would be.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, because why? We don't know. I mean, look, if you can't rule them in, why do you think you rule them out?
Hippie?
Come on, hippie knows. Really?
He's metal.
He's like James Earl Jones.
You think so?
Really?
Yeah, sure. There's life on other planets for sure, guaranteed.
Well, there's just because they're ice Prager doesn't mean there's life on other planets.
That's true. I like ice. What?
On Mars.
Look,
there's
all I
no
know
ice.
is you can't. First off, people go crazy, right? I could see this guy maybe being a guy who gets up there, a couple G's to the head, you don't know what's going on, all of a sudden you're like, I'm locked in. They're like, you're shooting at an elementary school. It's like, I got him. It's like an aircraft carrier in space.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
they
pull
were
the trigger. Please don't
scrambled.
pull the trigger.
They were scrambled just for the purpose of going after this thing now.
That's where it gets a little sketchy.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like they were flying around for, like, you know, a couple days and kind of like started seeing double. You know, these guys were scrambled
Yeah.
to take this thing out. I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It is.
It answers more questions than it asks.
That's very true.
What? All right, next story. Fake cop busted after pulling over real cop. 2,337 people dug this story, submitted by JC Greenix. This guy is either the unluckiest man in the world or the dumbest, or both. So a guy in Hartford, Connecticut, was playing a police officer. Okay? So basically what happened was an off-duty lieutenant police officer was driving home. I'm in Connecticut, I'm on a road, driving home, and all of a sudden, lights, loudspeaker, pull over please. Guy comes in, toy badge, and he goes, that's a nice toy badge. Here's my real badge.
No way.
Yeah, the guy's like,
Who plays police officer?
people do it. People are, well, first off,
Well,
there's some
I've seen
fucked up
some-
people.
yeah.
Let's be serious.
In San
people
Francisco-
stab people in the face. Going to dress up as a cop and pulling people over is not a big stretch for
That's
people.
probably like a fetish somewhere.
What do you mean somewhere?
Meaning like for
Like in a place like
You know what I
Connecticut?
mean? Like someone's like, they get off on dressing up as a cop and going and like pulling people over.
That's probably what this guy did. He was like, dude, I know what'll get us totally, this will be amazing. And it feels great. Dress up as a cop, not a sexy cop, but just a regular
This is
cop.
a regular cop.
Get in the car, like a cop car, and then pull people over. And just write them tickets. How great would that be if that's all they wanted to do is be like, you know you're speeding. Really? No, yeah, we clocked you at 175. What? My car doesn't even go over 10. Well, clocked you.
I'm sure it's a thing. So did this guy get arrested? I take it.
Oh, yeah.
Felony.
What happened was the guy got pulled over, and he literally, as he was getting pulled over, he was like, first off, that's a Dodge, Ram pickup.
Did he paint it or something?
Grabs his thing and goes, yeah, could you send a couple cop cars over here? I just got pulled over by a fake cop. And they're like, okay. And so he's like, oh yeah, I'll give you my license. And I'd be, sure, yeah, oh, it's a nice night, yeah. Sorry, I was a little,
Oh, no way.
when people come down.
So he
hood of the
acted
car.
like he was like,
Well, they said that he called for backup and then arrested him. So that, artistic rendering that I just did
Was all
may or
you.
may not have been exactly how it went down, but I believe maybe it was a glimpse into what happened
Yes.
in that cold, hard night in Hartford, Connecticut.
I like that. You're like those reenactments that you see on cop shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Or like unsolved mysteries. Where I kind of look like the guy, but not really.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you're gonna get out there and dress like a cop
This
and,
Halloween,
and
be
pull
careful.
people over, oh yeah. So speaking of which, so I'm cutting Comcast or
Already
Time
cut-
Warner.
already cut my
Time
Comcast.
Warner. Getting rid of Time Warner for internet, TV, the whole 9 yards. I'm doing AT&T Uverse.
What is Uverse?
It's the FiOS thing that AT&T does. It's not fiber to the house, and yes, I know that's way better. If it
it's
was
not
available, I
FiOS.
would use it. Yeah, no. It's fiber to the node. So rather than it being like coax cable all the way through to the cable company, it's fiber optics to the node, and then it splits into the house through, I believe.
Like telephone wire.
I don't think it's telephone wire. I think it's the
How
cable
fast
stuff.
is it though? That's what we.
It's going to be 10 megabits down, 1.5 megabits up.
That's weak.
I know, but that's the top tier that they have.
Really?
But it's because Time Warner has sucked. So, okay, little story, and then I'll get back to the show.
Mm-hmm.
So Heather, my fiance,
Wow.
was very exciting. It started a web show.
Mm-hmm.
First Thing First TV.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I know. You check it out. FirstThingsFirst.tv. So she started a web show, which she does every morning, and she uploads it every morning, right? So, but here's the thing. When our download speed is about 10 megabits a second. It's great download speed. Our upload speed is supposed to be 1 megabit a second, which would, uploading a 7-8 minute show should take 8 minutes, right?
Right.
Well, for some reason, and Time Warner has no idea why this is happening, we have a download speed of constantly about 10 megabits a second. Great download
Right.
speed. And our upload speeds vary from like 400 kilobits a second to 20 kilobits a second. 20. I've been through all sorts of stuff. We replaced the stuff. We replaced the router. We replaced the cable modem. We had the guy come out, replace all the stuff that's at the pole for our cable. They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And every time you call, and this is what pisses me off about tech support, every time you call, all they want to do is get you off the phone. And I know this because I used to do tech support, and all I wanted to do was get you off the phone, because then I don't have to do my job.
Right.
So I literally talked to like 6 tier 3 people, and then finally I called this guy, and he was like, oh yeah, sorry, we're working on some stuff in your area. I go, well, first off, you're the first of 7 people that has even mentioned this. Secondly, when is it going to be
He's probably
fixed?
just saying that.
No crap. So we were like, you know what? Forget it. So I called AT&T Uverse. Not only is it going to be cheaper for internet, cheaper for television.
Don't hype them up until you know whether or not it's
Dude,
it's actually
it may
better.
suck, and I haven't canceled my Time Warner, so if you work for Time Warner, I may still love you guys. And AT&T may not be the thing, but dude, they have what they have. It's called the all house DVR. So you have one DVR. You can record 4 shows at a time, and you can watch any of the shows on any of the TVs in your house. Like, we have 3 DVRs, and sometimes we record stuff in the bedroom, sometimes we record stuff
And you just
outside.
go in there and say play. You must have
you
a
can
little
do
box or something, right?
Yeah,
in each
the
room?
cable box does it.
In each room.
In each room,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I have DVRs in each room, so I'm like, where did I record the thing
Right,
and
and
the
this
thing?
just
And I was like,
streams it
oh,
from
let me
the
try it
other
on that
one.
one.
That's
It's like,
cool.
oh, it's not there, it's in the bedroom. But I want to watch it in the living room on my big TV, or I want
Yeah.
to watch it in the media room, or I want to, you know what
So
I
you
mean?
know, I canceled my cable. I canceled my TiVo. Oh, do you want to buy a TiVo?
Yes, Kevin, I want to buy a TiVo. Did you hear
Does
the
anyone
last
want a
story
TiVo?
where I was just getting
Does
DCT?
anybody want a TiVo? I've got an awesome TiVo and I just don't even use it anymore. I don't know what to
Is
do
it a
with
standalone? What service does it work with?
It takes the cable cards. It's the badass HD ones right there. And I just don't know what to do with it. It's like, I don't know.
Sign it and sell it on eBay.
No, I'm not signing it.
Anyway, sorry, it was a little transgression. Don't dress up like a cop and pull people over.
So if the one thing I have is that Comcast Burst service, and I get like 20 megs down. It's insane.
Well, I can get a better service through Time Warner. I mean, it can go up more on Time Warner, but the problem is, I can't imagine it's going to start working. I mean, it was a great
Well, they should
speed
just
at 10 and
upgrade you-
1.
They should upgrade you for free.
But upgrade upgrading is not going to fix the problem that I'm having because I'm already at the top tier for.
Oh, you are at the top tier.
For consumer, I have to become a business guy, which I was going to do anyway. But it's the same system,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
that's been the last week and a half.
All right. So do not go with them. Next story submitted by More Down, 5,764 digs. Bad wall design picture. So this is pretty funny in that it's not really a bad. Well, it is a bad wall design. It's
a bad wall design because at a certain time during the day, the light goes through and just puts that on the ground.
So that's what happens at about 3 in the afternoon.
You know,
It's
maybe
around.
not quite the flour that they were cutting into the cement coming through, because it really just looks like genitalia
First of all,
all across the ground. First of all, how are you like walking around and look down and go, oh, that's funny. You know what that looks like? Let me take a picture. You know what I mean? Like,
well, come on. If I was jogging next to that,
I would. I'd be jogging around. I'd be like,
and you would take a picture and
Really?
you'd upload it to Twitter.
I know, and then I'd submit it to Dig, and I'd be like, look, is this the worst?
Exactly.
Is this the worst thing ever? Well, first off, is there a picture? I wish they would take a picture of what the wall was actually designed like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like flowers, right? It's not like
Well, it looks like that three.
Yeah, like a three
like the
circle, like
Celtic rings or whatever, where it's like 3 circles, sort of like a portion of the
yeah.
Olympics.
So it wasn't like it was like, you know, what design do you want? And they said, I want the man design. They went for the like Celtic design.
So, but that brings up a good question, which is, if you're making a bridge or anything, if you're
these
designing
designs
anything,
all on the bridge.
if you're designing anything,
How epic
do you
would that
have
be?
to test every single minute of every day of the sun going through your, do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, how is that?
Dude, the odds of you like designing this are so slim to none to make little freaking.
I mean, that's a lot. That is what we considered an oversight.
Right.
That is a gross oversight. Where is this?
There's no details about it whatsoever. It's just
Details.
says someone. Oh wait, is that in South Beach?
No, your mom is
it's
in South Beach. What? That doesn't even make sense. It's outside the apartment of Kevin Rose.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Penises. There's not a lot. People aren't helping out.
I wonder how many perverts get off on watching women in high heels walk by.
It's in Tulips, Arizona. No, shit, they're making a joke.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
All right,
Anyway, seek out and send us an email if you live next to that the famous wall.
Yes.
It's really the Wailing Wall is what it is.
Yes. All right, what's next?
Okay, this story scares the pants off of me. Literally, I'm not wearing any pants. Giant spider eating a bird caught on camera. Did you see the pictures of this?
I did not see the pictures.
All right. 3,843 people dug this story, submitted by a media site. Photographs of a giant spider eating a bird in an Australian garden, which is why, I mean, we want to go to Australia, but you've got crazy spiders that'll eat our heads, have stunned wildlife experts. The picture shows the spider with its long black legs wrapped around the body of a dead bird suspended in its web. Check this
Hold on, do I want to look
out.
at this first of all?
Bro.
Holy shit.
Right? First off, little info about the Alex Albrechtster. Total arachnophobic. Total arachnophobic. Hate spiders.
Like you'd run.
Hate spiders.
Even a small one?
Well, it's gotten better over the years, obviously. Like, we have black widows at our house, you know, and I can get fairly close and spray them with kill stuff. But, you know, not my... If there was a spider here right now, I would be up there.
They need...
in a
okay,
2
first
seconds.
of all, we need to open a new business. And we need to open... it needs to be a can of spider stuff, and it needs to be called Kill Stuff. Dude, if you went to the store...
And you're like, I need to kill
okay,
stuff.
You're like, okay, raid or... Oh, kill stuff. And it's just like, just kill shit with this. Like, doesn't matter.
I love it.
It's just going to kill stuff.
It's all around kill stuff. Pets. So here's the deal with this. Because first off, this is, I mean, look at this, guys. This is a crazy ass giant spider eating a bird, right? I mean, like full on
Catching it in web or how do you...
catch.
Yeah, I got it in web.
Theoretically caught it in
Is
its
there
web.
more pictures? I'd like to see more pictures.
There's one more picture.
I want to see video.
Look how big that freaking spider is.
That spider's freaking huge, dude.
So here's the thing. Oh, jeebus. All right, I gotta scroll up. So here's the thing.
Are those other little legs on the inside? It's like it's almost like a predator.
I think those are like claw things, but also I think those are like the. Okay.
I would first of all, if I see the outside, I'm getting either the 22 or the BB gun and taking that spider out.
Bro, this doesn't. Can of kill stuff ain't gonna kill this.
No, I know. That's why you
That'll
go
just make that thing see stuff.
Right. That's why.
And then you'll be like, hey, bring that kill cam back out. That was awesome the other night.
Well, first of all, you have to try and capture it.
No.
Yes.
What? No.
Come on. You have to try and capture that
Bro,
thing.
I wouldn't get
Here's what I
within
do.
20 feet.
You take a
of
trash
that thing.
can lid and you throw it at the web to try and get it to knock out and land on the ground. And once it's on the ground, you get like
Do
a
you know
laundry
how
basket.
fast spiders are?
They're not that fast.
Dude, that'll be at your throat in 12 seconds.
Once they're out of the
That's
web,
scientific.
unless it's a spitting spider.
It is. It's a running spider. It's a running and jumping
If
spider.
it's a golden retrieving spider,
It's
then
not.
we're
It's a
screwed.
golden orb weaver spider.
Did you do a search on that?
No, it's right here.
Freaking Wikipedia, bitch.
Yeah.
Pragerpedia, bitch, is what you said.
Ah, Prager. So here's the thing about this. This actually freaks some people out
I wanna
because
see if it's poisonous.
scientifically,
I'm typing this in the Google.
Okay.
What is it called?
it's a
The
golden
golden orb.
orb weaver spider. So they say that in remote parts of Australia, they can actually grow to the size of a human hand.
Wikipedia.
Fuck that.
Oppressive. They're oppressive. So they have beautiful webs.
First off, there's something beautiful about a web. All right?
Well, it can be.
All right, maybe.
Hold on. The web, silk. Did you know the certain spiders you can milk? I heard
Yeah,
this.
and then you can milk the silk.
And that's how you get the silk out. Like
Yeah.
there's
This
little
is spider
teats
silk,
to
I
get
think.
Spider silk.
You can do that to toads too.
Toads?
Yeah.
I don't ever want to go to your. I don't
wanna
want to go to Hippie's apartment ever. I walk in and be like, "What do you want a
He's
sandwich?"
like, this
yeah.
is my milking toad farm over
Yeah.
here, right?
I'll make you a sandwich of cheese I made. What'd you make? It's toad milk cheese. What? It's cool.
Okay, hold on. I want to find out they're poisonous.
Probably
Oh,
not.
look at their babies.
I don't want to see babies because that makes me believe it has a soul and I want to kill it. So, all right. So
Wait,
first off, they said
Craig,
this
can you
shook
tell us
people
if
up
they're
because
poisonous?
they never. I doubt they're poisonous. But it shook sort of like the nature community up because most people thought these spiders only preyed on large insects and taking the jump to going to an actual bird.
Holy shit.
What? What's up? Read it.
They make canopies. They make like big canopies between trees. So you'd be like hiking in the woods and be like, oh, spider on me, and it's like right on your ass.
Bro,
Really,
this is
man.
why I don't hike or go in the woods or run through canopies. Like
They
what?
call it a barrier web. It's an early warning system for incoming prey or humans.
Jesus Christ. You know what?
Can
They've
kill
gotten
small
smart.
children.
No, you made that up. That's not Wikipedia. Wikipedia didn't do that.
Prefer men with blonde hair.
Oh, damn it. Everything that wants to kill me does that.
All right.
Likes
Here's
bald
video
detective.
footage. Video
No,
footage.
do it. Okay, we gotta watch it just a little.
Okay.
This is gonna freak me out.
See, she should start wrapping it up, and then she's going to go nail that one. Oh, nice. Dude, that is so cool.
What's the world's most giant killer spider?
Okay,
Why are we doing this? Oh no, it's a toy! Oh my god, it's a toy! Oh my god, it's a toy! That scared the crap out of me! Oh my
Okay, we
god!
gotta do this full screen.
Holy crap! First off, you gotta see this. So we just see picture giant spider,
Yeah, we're
deadly
like-
spider.
let's see what-
We're like, what is
let's see
this?
what
Look at
watch
this!
this
Look at
shit.
this! Go! Ah! We thought that was real at first.
Dude, if there was this.
If there was a spider that big, it would be, first off, people would have it as pets because people are weird. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. Giant spider captured alive. What's that one?
Okay.
I mean, now we're not doing the show. We're just watching spider shows.
Okay, let's just. Last one.
Okay.
Well, it's not that big. It's a fairly good size, though.
Bro, that's gonna jump and it's gonna make me scared, and I don't want that
All right,
ever
we're done,
in
we're
my
done,
face.
we're done.
Okay, forget that. We're done. So, spiders can now eat birds. They're moving on up. Maybe they'll be at humans soon.
Very soon.
Hope not.
All
Next
right.
story. Oh.
Sponsors.
Oh yeah, sponsors
Before
and
our
then
last
last story. All right. Why don't you do the first one or the second one?
I think the first one's you.
Nope. Do it.
The Dolby?
Yeah, I'll do the GoDaddy.
Dolby, we've been working with Dolby and learning about their technology for years. In fact, we shot episode 14 and 163. Kind of far apart between those two episodes.
We took some time off.
Seemed very close though.
Yeah.
At the Dolby Labs in-house studio. One thing we talked about with the Dolby folks was the role that great sound plays in entertainment. And they've actually prepared this PDF guide on HD Essentials.
So this is cool. So they basically recommend that you print this out and take it with you when you go buy HD stuff to make sure that you're getting the right stuff. Which, honestly, to be clear, this stuff is a little confusing. Like, I have all these different things like on my receiver, and I don't know if I'm getting the true goodie out of it. Sometimes
Right.
it's like, I don't even know. It's like Dolby Pro whatever, and like it's got this processing and 5.1, 7.1, 6.1, 9.1, 7.2.
You just made one up there. So what this is basically, it's a checklist and a little explainer behind each thing. So like difference between digital TV,
Oh, that's good.
what type of cables you need to get,
1080p.
whether or not you need to get HDMI 1.3 and what that means, what kind of speaker wire. So everything that you need to get in on the HD action. It's available at www.dolby.com/HD guide, and it's a PDF. You can just download it for free, print it out, and you're good to go. And you take this with you when you go to
It's good.
your
That's a
Best
good way to
Buy,
kind
wherever
of,
you buy your stuff from.
Yeah, I like it. Because a lot of people always ask us, like, what should we get? You guys know about TVs and stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's good to be able to point them someplace and go, I don't want to talk to you.
That's very nice.
Thank you. I
Yes.
like to be nice.
Yeah, but they
All
know,
right.
they know a little bit more about that stuff than we do.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
So
for sure.
thank you, Dolby. GoDaddy.com, introducing website hosting with unlimited disk space. I did that. And bandwidth from GoDaddy.com. The plan includes 1,000 email accounts, a free SSL certificate, 24/7 support, free access to GoDaddy's hosting connection, the place to quickly install over 50 free applications like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good. OS Commerce and more. And at less than $15 a month, it's a great value too. Plus, enter the code DIG1 when you check out. Save an additional 10% off your entire order. Summer 60 supplies. See site for details. Get your piece of the internet. GoDaddy.com.
Sweet. And we also want to say thanks to Netflix for sponsoring Diggnation. With Netflix, you can rent over 90,000 titles online, including lots of Blu-ray titles, with free shipping both ways from your home. There are over 40 shipping centers, so almost all deliveries happen in just one business day. Netflix plans start at just $4.99. As a new member, you get a no-risk 2-week free trial membership. Check it out at www.netflix.com/Diggnation.
Correct mundo. Last story.
Cool. Last story of the day. Here it is. WTF broccoli. 5,182 people dug this story, submitted by Amy Vernon. Look carefully at the broccoli. Have you seen this yet? Very carefully. Allow your eyes to unfocus if needed. You may be surprised at what you see.
Okay.
So take a look at this broccoli.
So it's a broccoli, and it's got children's smiling faces made into the broccoli image.
It's subliminal broccoli messaging.
So is that, because that's the first thing I thought was they're probably trying to do this so that parents look at that and go, I think my kids will like this.
No, I don't think it's children. I think like that guy works there. Like it looks like it's people that work there.
First
right?
off, for a second there, I thought it was you and me. I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, if somebody who's like, I'm a graphic designer, I'm just gonna throw in some Diggnation notes. I would have been awesome.
Put us in the broccoli.
But I think they're doing it to make people feel like, oh, I could be happy eating that broccoli. Because nobody would ever notice it. Although they said we think it's just the graphics design people sort of having a fun, having a laugh, you know?
I think it's the founders putting themselves in there.
You really? The
Yeah,
founders
totally.
of broccoli?
Not of broccoli, of this broccoli, one type of broccoli packaging. It's
Really? You don't think it's like...
I mean, if you have a product that goes out like that, of course you're going to put yourself in it. Come on. If we had our own beer, you know, we put little tiny heads of ours like hidden in different places.
Well, that's true,
Hippie
but-
Glim would hide a bunch of shit in there, you know. That
Well, legally we wouldn't be able to sell beer if Hippie Glen got his hand on
That's
it. But
true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
you know, in a good way.
Yes.
It'd be good. Yeah, it's actually it teeters on creepy.
Yeah, so
Not gonna lie to you.
the name of the broccoli, if you see it at the store, is called Cascadian Farm Organic Broccoli.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's the guy.
Oh, that is the guy.
So the founder's in there. I just did it about
Okay.
us.
Well, that's a little bit better.
Yeah,
You know
so,
what I mean?
So it is them.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love it.
That's it.
All right, let's do some emails, shall we?
Emails. I'll start off with a picture.
Cool.
Hey, Kevin and Alex, over the weekend I went to a pumpkin carving party, which, as you can tell, was based on actual carving pumpkins.
What? Oh, was based around carving pumpkins.
Thank you. Having watched just the most recent episode of Diggnation and being a rather large fan, I decided to try my hand at a Diggnation pumpkin. This is how it turned out. There's a picture of him with his Diggnation shirt and his pumpkin. Pretty awesome.
That's actually pretty good.
It looks good. He did a really
Wow,
good job.
that's really good.
Awesome, Mom.
Yeah. What's his name? What's the kid's name?
Clicking back over, James.
James. Dude, great job, James.
Thank you, James.
I suck at carving pumpkins. Can
I
we
do
just
too.
say that? I can make a face. That's pretty much it. But he was like shaving the outside to make the light
Yeah,
come
there's
through
certain
and leave
tools
the.
you can get to do that, you know?
Bro, that's beyond tools. That's like knowledge. I don't even know. So real quick, thanks, James. Real quick, we wanted to straighten out this guy's wife here real quick. It says, straighten out my wife. She calls the show Dig Dug. So John writes in, I got my wife hooked on your show. She's always asking what I was watching, so I told her about the show. She now calls Diggnation the Dig Dug Show, based on the video game.
I remember. I
remember. Yes, I love it. She really enjoys it. We watch it together on my iPhone while we lay in bed at night. We laugh our asses off. Anyway, can you give her a shout out and tell her that the name of the show is not Dig Dug, Darcy. The name of the show is Diggnation.
Yes, Darcy.
Come on.
Thank
let's
you
get
for watching,
serious.
though. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, keep watching.
It's
but
very rare.
Come on,
We
Dig Dug.
There's only a handful of females out there like you.
You should feel blessed.
You're one of
Somehow.
a few that are forced to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
If you would like to send us an email, please feel free to do so. DiggnationFans@gmail.com. Also, I have recently broke the 40,000 Twitter follower
you did?
barrier.
Awesome.
I was very excited. Now, 45,000, as I've said before, I'm giving away
You
my
said
iPhone.
40,000.
Nah, go back and check it. Hippie?
I think it was
Was
40,000.
it wasn't 40 because I remember going 45,
I
but
think it was 45.
thank you, hippie. We'll find out. If it was 40, then it happens. It's going to happen right now. But I believe it was 45. I'm going to go back and check it out. You can Twitter me up as well to get in on the action. Twitter.com/Alex Albrecht.
And I'm twitter.com/Kevin Rose, and I still have my old laptop I'm thinking about giving away.
Oh, Jeebus. Well, let me give it away. You've got like double my followers.
No, I don't.
Well, not really.
So follow me up at twitter.com/Kevin Rose, and I'll do details up there.
Well, that is it for this week's edition of This Here Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose.
Enjoy the Halloween that you just had last night.
Yes.
All right.
Nice beat.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Here we go.